Hello, hello, everybody. Merry Christmas. We saved Christmas. We did. It was the war on Christmas. Dan, dang, done it. How the heck are you? Hey, a couple people to mention here. Thanks very much for the resub, Major Rage. I appreciate the support very much. Subscribe for 4 months straight. So good afternoon to you. Even supporting me when I wasn't in a mental space to stream. I appreciate that. The support from the community has been fantastic. Scarlet's Fire, great to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Cinco Play. The secret of mana is that it's made from people. Secret of mana is people. Good movie. I should probably finish it someday. I started it. I always start Soylent Green, and then I never finish it. But thanks for being here, everybody, and congrats on getting Arithmetician. Thanks again for the support, Major Age. I appreciate it. Thanks for the follows from a couple people. Magitech Megs, Pupil X, Will Johnson 45, and Odin we thanked yesterday. I also want to give a special shout out to Yide, I think it was on YouTube, who left me a comment, somewhat perturbed that I was putting Enindo Way of the Ninja on the bottom of my list. They insisted that Enindo was a top 5 SNES RPG, which we're all entitled to our opinions. That's the nice thing about being human in a free society, isn't it? It's good. That's the kind of energy I'd like to take into the new year, I think. Now, let's see. What do we got to do? We got to get back to the desert here on Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana. Mana. You got to remember to get the ma in there. Mana. Go to Hawaii and pronounce it mana. See what happens. Understand not being there. Sometimes we're no, it's good. I think too. It's great to be honest about that as creators. I meet a couple creators now and then who kind of want to have sort of the lone wolf attitude, or present that at least, that they've got everything figured out, everything's put together, and that could be great for building audience confidence, but it's a facade. Everybody's got stuff going on from time to time. I find that communities are at their best when they're honest about that, and when the creators are honest about that too. You know, if you got to take a break, don't make up an excuse. Just take a break. It's the same with Victoria's Secret too. Victoria's Secret is Secret of Mana. And nobody's secret is Secret of the Stars. Well, let's get that out of the way. I haven't met anybody yet who has suggested that Secret of the Stars is a top 5 Super Nintendo RPG. Seriously, I think Wacy has made that joke a couple times. To look out for... I absolutely agree. And I appreciate that. I really do. I think we as creators do have to look out for each other. The saddest thing is when creators do not. Now, how is let's see. I believe you were playing Dragon Quest II the last time we chit-chatted. Or maybe you just no, you had just finished Tactics, as I recall. Ooh, we got to watch our life here. Nope. There we go. I do like the menu system on this game. Oh, no. Oh, we did it before we turned into a ghost. So that's great. So this is another game where you can interrupt yourself as they're about to die. Oh, you finished it. Congratulations. Congratulations. You one kid who non-ironically loved Secret of the Stars. Thought it was goated. Really? Wow. What were some of their other favorite games? Do you recall? Because that might be one of those types of things. Like I always say, there's an opinion out there for everybody. You cannot think of an opinion that somebody out there doesn't have. Big Joe, how's it going? Welcome. Some after credit stuff to do. Neat. Yeah, I hope to play through the Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3 remakes pretty soon. I think the you know, goated, like, for somebody, it could depend on all manner of factors, but what other games they enjoy, or what other games they play, or what sorts of things they enjoy playing. Those are the big questions I would ask first. Dang, you almost hit that guy, and he didn't even flinch. He's still doing his nondescript dance. Okay, we gotta talk to the mayor, I believe. Hey, hey, hey. Fairy Walnut, oh, please, huh? You mean... Oh, you were talking about the mana seed. Sorry. Watch out for monsters when you return the seed. Oh, that's right. We got to return the seed. Okay, so now we got to go to the desert. First things first. Let's spam this a couple times. Then we'll heal up. Xenogears reference? I didn't catch it. How's it going, Chance? Welcome today. How's that baby doing? A couple more of these in here. I mean, that's a lot of healing. Like, at what point is that going to be like a useful amount of healing, you know? That's really great. FF2, Legend of Legaia, We Could End. So good, pretty decent, a lot of obscure titles. Okay. Yeah, I mean, liking FF2, everybody should like FF2, right? I can't think of a reason not to like FF2. FF2-4, that is, right? FF2-2. That's the, that one rubs people the wrong ways. So I developed an opinion over the past 5 years that Final Fantasy II, the Super Famicom one, is not that bad. It's not the worst one that everybody kind of claims it is. I really think Final Fantasy III Super Famicom is worse than Final Fantasy II. There's no great story. There's, you know, you're kind of stuck with I'm talking about the original version or the Pixel remaster. Yeah, it's got the job classes in it, but there's like always an obvious choice. Like at the end of the game, you're going to use Sage. Knock it off. What was it? Sage and Ninja. There's only like 2 good reasons to ever use Dragoon and like their boss fights. Stuff like that. They hadn't quite nailed it out there, but like as a prototype for 5, it's good at being that. But yeah, I think of 3 as pretty prototypical. Plus that final dungeon, the Crystal Tower. Oh my goodness. It's a thing in it. Okay, we're just going to breeze through this area because we've been through here already. Yeah. 2-4 is excellent. Final Fantasy 2 is not that bad. Everybody always says, you know, it's the game where you go around punching yourself in the face. He's like, yeah, you can play it that way, I guess, you know. Pixel Remaster version does a lot to smooth it out too. I will say that. And it has a pretty great soundtrack as well. I hardly ever hear anybody mention Final Fantasy II's soundtrack, but I think it has a really good soundtrack. Maybe better than 3's? I don't know. I don't recall pretty much anything from 3. Super forgettable game, except for that final dungeon. Whereas in 2, you get some named characters. There's some drama. Trying to figure out where Leon is gone. All that. Come on. Oh, no. We're not going to use up our MP. That's MP bait right there. Let's go, sister. Come on, move it or lose it, kids. There we go. Let's see. Let me catch up on stuff. Here, are you going to be around for Game Awards tonight? So I will not, personally. I think there's a lot of great creators out there covering it. It's a very crowded space. I won't be making any comments on it. I kind of get frustrated watching the Game Awards. I watch it for the commercials, honestly, and so does the Game Awards itself. They, you know, they'll breeze past certain awards that I'm usually pretty interested in, and then just focus on trailers. So I can always watch the trailers tomorrow. Not really expecting anything major anyway. Watch them announce a Chrono Trigger remake tonight. But I expect they'll announce some cool stuff, some things that I'll play in the coming years. But yeah, overall, I'll be hanging out with the kids tonight. Actually, I think there's a cookie exchange party that my family is attending tonight, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is a cookie exchange. Let's see. I do think the whole keyword dialogue system. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, hey, why didn't that work? I thought that was supposed to work here. Let's find out. I'm pretty sure it's Salamando, but it must not be the, yeah. Maybe it's this one. I wish, I mean, because these are virtually identical. I wish they would just give you, you know, like an exact, like they tell you the elemental and then any of the spells work. Because this is a little silly here. There we go. See, it was Exploder, not the other one. You blew the fire out. Hooray for you. Oh, yeah, cookies. The wife made some gingerbread sandwich cookies with, like, buttercream in the middle. Holy smokes. Oh, boy. That's good stuff. Let's see. Final Fantasy II Fantasize Harder. Third strongest mole, ladies and gentlemen. Mole. There was some. I thought of you this morning. And I really want. Hey, are we back? Can you all hear me? I hope we don't have disconnections happening today. Wife's on a phone call right now, an internet call. So maybe that's sucking up all the juice. Blood sugar is spiking just hearing that. I know. It's excellent with coffee this morning, let me tell you that. Gingerbread sandwich with buttercream in the middle. Oh my goodness. There are things that should not be created in this world. That's one of them. Hopefully you can hear me. I was talking about mole. Third strongest mole. We were talking about genre, defining genre. And you were talking about how platform is easier to define than genre. Genre is very difficult. And I wanted to say that that's a very astute observation. And it's directly related to something I'm passionate about because I wrote a book to help make defining a tricky genre like RPG easier. So, I mean, it's a direct, that should have been my response when we had that initial chat that, yeah, it's hard. And I think that more people should think about, hey, how can we define this? Because if we can't define it, then we don't need the term. That's what I was thinking of. If we cannot define something, then we don't need the term. But if we can define it, then we just need to put more time into studying it. Oh my goodness, right there. These guys. Okay, these guys. Now, hang on. This is getting silly. That ought to do it. Well, for the most part. One more. But I stand by that idea. If we cannot... This is vexing as all heck right here. If we cannot define something, then we don't need the term. Okay, I'm getting out of here. This is craziness. Craziness! Okay, let me catch up on here. That was a lot. Let's see. Baby Snoozing. Big Joe is a legend in Xenogears. You give it a try again. I should. I never finished it. I really enjoyed it. I love that era of JRPGs, so I'm sure I would. You've never played a FF Pre-4. Oh, Shantz, I think you would really like playing 1 through 3. I would recommend the Pixel remasters. They're accessible. They're easy to check out. Cinco, I never watched Game Awards. Won't start tonight. I used to watch it. A friend of mine who we've all kind of moved away now. We used to get together and just hang out and eat snacks and pizza and watch Game Awards. That was fun. But watching it on my own these days, I don't know. Plus, I've got kids. I can't watch the Game Awards with kids. It is a very adult show. You never know when some dev is gonna show up and like flip off the camera, and then I gotta have a parent-teacher conference. You know, the teacher's asking why my kid is like flipping off every camera that he sees. Well, we watched the Game Awards. Well, yeah, the recaps, not recops. Let's see. We're to hear me now. Okay, I'm glad you do. It was a disconnection thing. Oh, it was not about Narnia. I think you were personally vexed by it, but looking back over it, it appears that you thought I was saying it was mandatory to read it a certain way, which I would absolutely not suggest. I would suggest reading it either way, because I don't think it matters that much. Where do you stand on Smash Bros. As a fighting game? I think Smash Bros. Is a fighting game. Is it only a fighting game? No. Smash Bros. Is a fighting game and a party game. Absolutely. It both. Oh, there's a guy right there. He kind of scared me. You never know when these cute tanukis will just jump out at you. Hey, what's up? A box of almonds. How's it going? Thanks for being a first-time chatter in here. And yeah, we got Scarlet here too. Major Rage hangs out. It's a good time. Thanks for being here. Do you and I know each other from elsewhere online? Oh, that's vexing right there. But we can't get it. Thanks very much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully the people that did manage to get a hold of it enjoy it, and those that don't can provide reasonable criticism, and I will be open to that. That'd be enjoyable. But yeah, that's where the whole spiel I just gave about needing more study and defining RPGs. That's where that came from. Let's see, it was recommended. Oh, that's very kind of Mage and Scarlet. Thanks very much. We drag everyone here. Well, I am not sure how to repay your kindness exactly. That is, you have my support. If you ever need anything, just DM me. I always forget to check Twitch DMs, so hit me up on X anytime. If you're still on there. If you're not, then I'm on Discord. You can do all stuff like that, you know. But thank you. I appreciate that. Analyze. Computer, analyze this thing.
Thing is resulting explosion.
We were watching Invader Zim the other night. First time showing my kids. That's some funny stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. Haven't ever been on X. Okay, so you could find me on Discord. Same name, everything. I forget what is the website. So if you go to Bitmap Books, it's still there. Yeah, I believe they got some still, so you could check it out. I'd appreciate it. And it's a long book. It's 555 pages. Took a lot of work to put together, and covers A through K of the Super Nintendo RPG canon. That does not include the Super Famicom games. A lot of people asked about that. Simple answer, I don't speak Japanese. So it was an easy solution to not add 120 more games in which you'd absolutely need to read to my list. And many of them don't have translations themselves. Official or fan translations. So, well, thanks very much, Scarlett. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's yeah, it's a doozy. We were chatting with the video game library the other day, yesterday I think it was, and he said he dropped the book on his face, when he was reading in the bed, which I would not recommend. The thing is, it's heavy. It's a very large coffee table textbook style book. Okay, we got the Axis Orb. Can we just appreciate 16-bit stained glass for a second? I mean, just look at it. That's gorgeous. You know, my worthiness of being an author has been questioned so frequently over the past 2 months that I'm not even surprised at the hyperbole. Not even remotely. So, yeah. Maybe someday I'd like to, but I don't know. I should be working on Volume 2, but passion isn't quite there right now. So, I mean, that's why we're playing Secret of Mana, because this is an evergreen game with comfort food. Kind of brings you back, you know? Yeah, the definitive book of SNES RPGs, Volume 1. Huge mouthful. Ironic title, because it's the definitive book, but then it's Volume 1. But yeah, that's it. That's me. That's my name. It is a collection of essays on each of these games that I beat and played on original hardware. Kind of trying to ask, what are these games about and what are they trying to say, rather than just provide reviews. I know some of the feedback I got, it seemed like people expected reviews, but you could find reviews of these games anywhere. It's not hard to find a review of Chrono Trigger or heck, even a Nindo if you wanted to. But yeah, I wanted to provide a little more kind of personal insight and talk about these games in an art, culture, literary kind of context. So talk about them alongside. What did that do? Talk about them alongside some other art forms, you know, and treat them as just that. So I don't know. I didn't have I guess I haven't practiced good marketing for it just yet. But I appreciate you looking and asking, Almond. That's very nice. Thanks very much. Very proud of the cover. I really love the artwork that was done for us by Stumpy Fongo. He's an artist who has done some Magic the Gathering work. He's done some work for Blizzard. Really, really nice guy. I super enjoyed his process. Like halfway through his drawing the cover, I thought it was done. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Good job. And then he was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna, you know, put all the other stuff on there. And he just kept going. So but I'm glad you love the art. Thanks very much. Let's see. The courtroom scene, yes, for that stained glass. Where's the best place to buy the book now, by the way? It's still on furlough when it released. Oh, so Bitmap Books is the place you could buy it direct. There are a couple of other retailers selling it. I'm not sure it's on Amazon. Not sure it'll ever be on Amazon. I don't have a ton of information for you, unfortunately. But it is still available from Bitmap Books. So that would be the way to check it out. Thanks for asking, Mole. Let's see. We're going to do this here. I love sounds like that on the Super Nintendo. So good. Undine's Magic. Okay. So let's do some of this. Hey, what's up, Sarge? How are you? It's a good day, actually. I'm feeling pretty good. So I just dropped something in Discord. If you're not in our Discord, feel free to join, by all means. There ought to be links all over the place. The YouTube front page, Twitch front page. I just dropped a little side project that I was working on. I can't not create. So I'm not doing a ton of writing right now, but I am doing a couple other things. And I put together a timeline for the first Dragon Warrior. and had a lot of fun doing that. It was inspired by the YouTube channel Useful Charts. I don't know if you watched that. Really cool channel. But I dropped that in Discord. Go ahead and go over there and nitpick it, please, because I would like to know. I would like to know what you think. Okay, let's do some of this. Well, how could that miss? Well, there you go. That's a decent amount of damage. Bosses on this thing, I tell you. Oh, he blocked there. That was clearly on me. Oh! Complex boss mechanics. Okay, time to hit him again. Oh, no! Well, here's the deal. We're going to have to use a fairy walnut. Oh, the Discord link's not working. Shoot. Let me fix that real quick. You know why? Is I had, about 2 months ago, for reasons that won't be mentioned, everybody knows, I shut down everything. I closed down everything. So I canceled all the Discord links and stuff like that. Kind of went on lockdown. Let me see if I can get a new one up here. Okay, and then we're going to go to the front page, go to about. I could figure this out, right? Should be able to. Let's see, Discord. Okay, plopped a new Discord link in there. That should work if you refresh the page. You could try that out. Otherwise, here's a link in chat. I don't know if that'll be helpful. I'm not super techie when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. I'm an old writer, that's all. I'm gonna say, like, had to be at work at 7. Aw, man, get some coffee or something. You know? We have a thing where you can post ours in chat. Oh, like a... I might still have that operational. Now witness the power of this fully armed and operational bot. No, it didn't work. Oh, well. Yeah, more Discords to join. Every once in a while, I have to do a purge. But yeah, if you'd like to join the Discord, you can. Check out main chat. I dropped my Dragon Warrior timeline in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Maybe do stuff, but... I don't know, it'd be fun. My kid brother is currently playing through Hollow Knight, and I was like, you know, it'd be cool, like a Hollow Knight. Oh my goodness, a Hollow Knight timeline, dude. That's messed up. Okay, Mister. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta. Oh, good. I have 2 of those left. Dude, he is not having it with... There we go. Oh, no. Sometimes... There we are. That's some decent damage. Dude. Boy cannot get out of there. Okay, boy got out of there. Oh, let's see. See if we can't hit this guy. Oh, yeah. Took him down like a pro. What a chump. We did it. Well, looks like it's not dropping again. Yeah, that was a nice kill shot. Huh? I didn't plan it like that. In this game, you kind of just throw yourself at the enemy constantly, right? And hope something happens. But it looked cool. All right, welcome to the Discord. It's a pretty chill Discord. It's been quiet lately, but we post in there from time to time. The seed's on the stage. Hold up the sword. I would have preferred Deus or Ziggurat, but I'll take stage. Cool. That's it, huh? Just that. That's what the mana beast sounds like. You know, RPGs that don't make you walk out the dungeon manually. That's some good stuff. Oops. Pastor. There we go. Center friend request. All right, I will check that out. Anybody else is welcome to join as well. Feel free. I get that you may be in a lot of Discords already, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to take it personally. If you can't. Let's see, it basically does the Mass Effect 1 thing. Oh, yeah. It's sort of quintessentially action RPG, right? There's a lot of numbers happening under the hood, and it's not just, you know, mashing a button. Like, this is a dead end. Like, I had the conversation regarding Zelda earlier. That's a frequent conversation. But it's like, Zelda 1, you know, Link is always going to do that same amount of damage with that sword, but he can swing it as many times as he likes. And then you get some variants in Zelda 2. Not a lot. I mean, that is really a hybrid game. But realistically, RPG with the variables and stuff like that, like in this game, where you're absolutely getting different damage outputs each time. Rolling the dice. Let's see. It's a cinematic dice rolls when we're playing. I don't know enough about Dragon Quest to nitpick, but wonder if another line somewhere regarding the influences and dev process of the actual game could fit on there. Well, that's an interesting suggestion. I think there's a lot that you could do there. One timeline that I was thinking about making is the development of the RPG genre. I think that would be really interesting to see as a timeline. Obviously, you can't make that exhaustive, but you could make it pretty dang detailed. Are you familiar with useful charts, Wesley? Because I feel like you would really like that channel. It's run by a historian, but he makes timelines for various different things, wars, and he'll make like he has a timeline of world history, a timeline of European history, family trees of European monarchs. He even made a family tree for the Kamehameha dynasty in Hawaii, which I was pretty surprised at. Not something that you run into on... Yeah, rock me on the dais. I get that joke. I actually understand it. That's pretty good. You miss as if it looks like you hit. And where that frustrates folks because they're expecting it to play like a standard shooter, which of course they did with a sequel. Okay, so I didn't know that about Mass Effect at all. I haven't played those. I would be down to check that out, to peep that. Oh, that did not go to the right one. And now we're out. So, you know what we could do? Let's do that. Fire Bouquet. That does some damage. It's nothing to write home about, but, you know. Is he still there? No, he's toast. Wait, they dropped the Supergirl trailer today? I have almost no interest in Supergirl as a character. But I did like the Superman movie they put out recently. I really did. Superman's my favorite superhero. So, hey, okay. So y'all are going to stream. I am going to look for you when I finish this. We're going to do the raid. So I have the thing open. I have the front page open. It should show up there. So we'll peep that. Check it out, Diff here for the big JRPG chart idea. Oh yeah, and this would be an just RPG period. I would love to look at like from the early influences. Have at the very top of the chart Dungeons and Dragons and Tolkien, and then kind of start to look through Petit and Moria and was it Akalabeth? If I said that right, I don't know. And then get into the wizardry, Ultima, stuff like that. And then from there, you've got Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest. There's a lot you could do that would be really fun, I think. You've brought back the fire seed. Thanks. I thought they left it on this thing, but our water still hasn't returned. Well, the seed hasn't brought the water back. Mana's growing weaker. If only we had a sea hare's tail. Without one, this realm is finished. Have you ever actually seen a sea hare? I used to live in California, and there's the Californian sea hare. Do not Google sea hare. They're like, imagine the worst slug you could possibly imagine, and that's what a sea hare is. It's exactly that. If you look that up, if you look up worst slug in the dictionary, there's just a picture of a sea hare. Everyone's moving away. I think I'll move to the Empire. Now even Canon Travel has a route there. Okay, is that where we got to go next then, I guess? I thought everything was going to be happy. Salamando is my friend and yours friend that makes us friends too. Wish more people were like that. That would be cool. Okay, what do you got? We'll take a couple more of these. These are lifesavers, and we've got a ton more monies. There, so, can't carry any more of those. Okay, that's fine. I like that you could push the NPCs that are static. I mean, that's an underrated feature. Water, I need water. Well, sorry guys. Our wells have run dry. And I wanted to say, Wesley, it sounds like you looked at it. I know you mentioned that you don't have a lot of knowledge about Dragon Quest. I guess for those that don't, kind of the feedback that I'm really looking for is like, do you think, like visually, the layout is appealing? Do you find, do you find it difficult to read? Is it legible? Obviously, one has to zoom in for some of the finer details, but that's kind of the information that I'm seeking. There. Let's take a look at all this. Yeah, look at all this. Now we've got some decent stuff. These ought to be the same things, really. Why don't we just stick with that for a little bit, and we'll use that there. Okay, I guess it is off to the Empire, so we'll head in that direction. Keep a low profile while in the Empire. Just slide into the cannon. All right, then I will. I love this little transition. So good. Anytime you see something like that, you're like, oh, yeah. It doesn't look very empire-y. Looks like the country. Oh, underrated track here. I forgot about this one. This is a nice little just tranquil song. This is generally a tranquil game. Lady, come on. There we go. This is the Empire South Town. Yeah, I remember this. Okay. A woman named Mara lives here. She's a nutcase. Well, that's not very nice. Well, that's not very nice to say about somebody. That's probably her right there. Whenever an NPC waltzes into a house like that, you know, you gotta go in there. Southtown's not as big as Northtown. Hello? Ha! I know who you are. Gemma's friends, right? See, I'm really a Tasnikan spy. So was my husband till he got caught. I'm continuing his work. Enter Northtown from the Resistance's sewerway east of here. Give the guard this secret number. Help me remember the number, folks. 634. Thanks very much. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta check to see if there's extra dialogue. I don't think there's really that in this game, though, unless an event happens. Okay, 634, and we'll go back down and explore this side of town first. Oh, we got the shop guy. Oh, honey, they got shop here. Let's see. Oh, no, it's just an inn. You can stay in the inn. Maybe the thing is upstairs. Yeah, I would stagger, but I gotta preserve those other playthroughs. All right, come on. I think by the time they got to trials, they had that figured out too, that like characters shouldn't be getting stuck like that. All right, golem rings. Oh, we're back to pink. And we got hoods. Okay, we'll get 2 hoods. We'll get 3 of these. And we'll get golem rings. Yesterday I was asking about pet peeves in RPGs. This is one of mine. Being forced to individually purchase items rather than being able to buy in bulk. It's not that bad, but you know, it's not like I'm gonna stop playing the game because it asked me to buy individually. But it is a little irritating. I don't know. Do you have any RPG pet peeves? Is this the same character? Yes, it is. There we go. I like this menu. It is a little confusing because you're not I'm not exactly sure which screen is going to pop up next. Let's see. And then we can sell a couple of these things too pretty soon. Pink. Well, it's ruby. It's ruby colored. Ruby colored. Let's see. Visuals and info look clear. Would be more appealing if you slap some Toriyama style art on there. Maybe rough years elapsed between each event, or at least generations. Yeah, I'd love to figure out how to get something in the background. I haven't messed around with that just yet. I appreciate that feedback, Wesley. Thanks very much. One thing I thought about doing was drawing some of the key characters. There's only a few, really, in Dragon Warrior. Mara always carries around a little box. Drawing some of them myself, just really simple. Maybe in like a chibi style or a Calvin and Hobbes style or something like that. And then just coloring them, dropping them in there. Because, yeah, a little extra pizzazz would be great. These days, the Emperor has such bizarre thoughts. Seeking peace, he prepares for war. He even has a force of monsters in the castle. Really, the past couple weeks, I've just been tinkering with the timeline. But trying to get a sense of like, okay, how am I going to handle, say, having both a family tree represented, like a bloodline represented, but also a timeline of character sort of interactions and stuff like that. That took a little time to figure out. Southtown's not... Oh, I already talked to you. How about this guy? No loitering. Okay. Oh, lady. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, this totally doesn't remind one of Final Fantasy VI. Pointless confirmations for harmless actions. What's an example of that, Big Joe? It's hard for me to picture what you're talking about. Temporary party members who don't return their equipment when they leave the party. Mole nailed it. That one's pretty up there. I like getting temporary party members and stripping them of their stuff. I do that on Tactics quite a bit. But yeah, when they don't return stuff that you leave on there, that's just mean. Try the secret number. 6, you guys remember? I think it was 634? 634. Yep. We did it. Oh, and yes and no questions that loop when you say no. Oh, yeah, that's we were just talking about that the other day. The illusion of choice, right? Where you're like, this is not really a yes or no question. This is a yes question. You just made me push what I need to here. One other thing that's a pet peeve is when there's not like a nice sort of decisive, tangible button press that needs to be done at the end of a dialogue line. And so a character goes, you want me to repeat that? And it's already set to yes. And you think you're going to push the button to cycle through the next page or cycle through to the yes or no selection. But it just pushes yes, and then you get stuck in that loop. Ocarina of Time. Of course, the iconic one with, was it Kepora Gebora? I don't know. I can't remember. What was the name of the owl? I think that was it. Hey, Baron. Good. How are you? How's you and the family? My family's going to a cookie exchange party tonight. That ought to be intense. It's exactly what it sounds like. Thanks for being here today, Baron. Both just happened to me in Octopath Zero. Can't pull a specific game out of it. Let's say you need to use an item specifically to progress, but the game still asks, are you sure? Oh, yeah. It's almost like if there's no penalty. If there's no penalty to not being sure, then what's the point? You know, like the item only does one thing. I would like to see game design that encourages the least amount of button presses needed. Just make it a convenient experience for me. But if you got to give me all kinds of button presses just to get to like a potion in my menu. Robo Nyan back for more. How's it going, Robo Nyan? Happy day to you. I'm glad you're doing well. Poor Buzz gave his dying request at least 5 times. I'm dying, you idiot! And he's just, he has to keep squeaking it out. That's like imagine if they had that in Return of the Jedi. Where Yoda's like, there is another Skywalker. And then he's like, did you get all that? Did you get? And then you say no. And then he's like, there is a last Skywalker. And he just can't pass on to the great force beyond because he keep asking him about what he said. That would be weird if movies were like that, actually. Very, very strange. In Japan, games like Dragon Quest are known as Otsukai genre. Basically, explore dungeon world, get item, use item to progress to next part of world. So would you say that is... would you say that that's roughly equivalent to an RPG, or does that also include things like adventure games? Or is it just sort of another type of categorization? Like over here, we might have, this is an RPG or an adventure game, and it's, a fantasy game, or it's sci-fi, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Oh. FF12 has my back? What happened in FF12? But it's been a long time. I gotta play the Zodiac version. The first time I beat FF12, actually I had to buy it twice because the first copy was a collector's edition. Store wouldn't take it back. And so then I bought a regular copy because mine froze at a certain point. But I spent like 200 hours in that game. So I was like, never again. And then Zodiac Age came out with a fast forward feature. And I was like, maybe again sometime. Dude, these little gems. There we go. Little gem slimus. Let's see. Evolve Time and Dragon Quest likes. A lot of them could be considered Otsukai games. Pretty sure. Very interesting. Have you ever been to Japan? Or is this like a long distance fascination? I've never been to Japan myself. Hawaii's been called Little Japan every once in a while, so that's the closest that I've got. Had a lot of Japanese friends growing up. Got to watch a lot of imports, play some imports, stuff like that. It was fun. Oh, you don't need to press buttons once you set your gambits. Yeah. That's true. Well, in that case, Kingdom Hearts got my back. Now, Kingdom Hearts is pretty menu heavy compared to Final Fantasy 12, it seems. And that's not a typical, oh, he's Kingdom Hearts bashing. That's just an observation. It's weird. Sometimes you'll make observations. Has this happened to you before? Where you just make observations about a game and people assume that you're saying something negative? And it's like, no, I'm not. Oh my gosh, getting locked here. I'm not. I'm just making an observation. If you attach, like all right, we got Spear up. If you attach like a negative connotation to that, that's on you, but I was just making an observation. I don't know. I run into that quite a bit. Might be the way I say things. This fish right here. Oh my goodness. See if I can't sneak this this little slime here before he does his thing. Checks watch. Yeah, you actually cannot try this as a social experiment once. Social experience. Try this as a social experiment once. Just try mentioning Kingdom Hearts in passing. You can't mention it without somebody saying it's bad. And I was like, yeah, it is. It is. Wasey, how's it going? Trashing Kingdom Hearts. Poo. See, they come out of the woodwork. Wasey, you might have been watching for like an hour now, and then I said Kingdom Hearts. And you're like, that's how you get people to chat. That's really my technique for getting people to chat. If anybody is like wondering, like, how do you get people to engage on stream? You just mention Kingdom Hearts. That's it, and they'll come. Mention Kingdom Hearts, and they will come. And then people show up. That's me and a Nintendo. Anytime somebody mentions a Nintendo, I'm just like, Rrr! Blood pressure just doubles instantly. I didn't even say it was bad. Oh, you said Check's watch bad. What? Oh. I didn't even say it was bad. I got death threat for not liking it enough. Yeah. Yeah. There's a very sizable, unfortunately, group of fans of, let's say, Square Enix games, who are like, oh, you don't like the game that I like? Death threat time. That's pretty unhinged behavior, I think. And I believe that as communities, people should stand against death threats. It's not passion. It's not acceptable behavior. It doesn't matter if they don't plan to follow up on it or not. You don't know that. What matters is they threatened your life or suggested that you harm yourself over a video game. And that ought to be unacceptable behavior. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. It's that one guy's fault. I understand liking things to spite people. I do. Oh, hey, Chrissy. Who are you? Imperial spies? Hardly. Gemma told us about you. Welcome to the Resistance. I'm Red. How do you do? Wow, you're a woman? Jealous? Oh, that's green. Jealous? Knock it off. I'm Dialec's girl. You know, Dialec. Blue, of course. Why? Oh, blue. Dialec's been draining people's energy at the ruins to the east, like in Pandora. But why is Dialec? Something must be controlling him. We'll check on that. All right. All the trouble started about 15 years ago. Chrissy is our leader. I got that part. Good luck. Chrissy's dad founded the Resistance. When he was caught, she kept us together. She's only 18, but she's brilliant. That's so many JRPG characters right there. They're a child, but they're going to beat everything. Sonic equivalent is just mentioning 06. There it is. It was great other games after Lost Me. Yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts 1. First Kingdom Hearts is a good game. My kids are hitting the age where they're becoming interested in Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, here, play the whole thing. You got the time. You can enjoy it. But they generally like the first one. It seems like first one, second one. Japan Square put out statements about fans threatening employees. They ought to do it. They ought to put out the statement in the States as well. It's pretty bad over here. I'm no stranger to death threats. For me, it was usually for telling Eris jokes. I'm from 1997. Chrissy had to grow up too fast. I think, yeah, getting death threats over jokes about fictional characters is the society that we've built. Hot take: we should not be willing to spill blood over Bioman Wonderworld. We should not be willing to spill blood or wanting to spill blood or asking for blood to be spilled over video games. We just shouldn't. People who theme their social media presence around Final Fantasy characters. You know what? That stings. Okay, not merely because I'm the well-read mage, but also because I've thought about changing this like 5 years ago. 5-6 years ago, I was like, I need to change this. But it was already too much out there. Like, I didn't feel like rebranding and having to go through all that. Sheiks, Geshtar, Fana, and Thanatos. They're capable of anything. They're really on the nose with a couple of those names. Let's get moving, said lady standing behind the counter. The Emperor's using his troops to find us. People are sure busy in the ruins over there. Bip bop bibbidi busy. Let's go find out. It's fun playing war. Yeah, wait a minute. Are you and me both? Are you a Final Fantasy themed account as well? I guess the suplex thing? You just started that. Don't even try and seek solidarity. If you live in an RPG world and are above the age of 20, except that you probably already peaked and it's all downhill from there, yeah. By the time you hit 35, you might as well retire. You gotta start looking at prostate exams at that point. Okay, dial-up noises. Better check this dialect collection. Dialect connection. Well done. Wait, leaving the theme of your social media presence after an oblique reference to... I thought it was more of an abstruse reference, frankly. No, it's good. It's good. Just started suplexes a 4-year-old. I said baby time. 4 years old? Come on. That's just started. How old is your single play account? Heard Chrissy crying at night. Oh, baby. Gatsby teaches us anything. It's that we can all yearn for second chances. There we go. See, a good literary reference right there. Saves the day. That we all have named characters or recreated some FF character in like an MMO we've played. Yeah, my original username was unique. It was Atoxon the Shining, which was my albino skink priest from Warhammer Fantasy. I'm such a nerd, you guys. Warhammer Fantasy. But that username's long gone. You care about Twitter until Kickstarter. For the book? Or which Kickstarter? Honestly, I love it when randos ask me who the strongest mole is. Oh, it's such a good question to ask. We once fought the Republic. Help, mama. The Empire consists of this town, Southtown, and Gold Isle. Oh, for the stands. See, that was when I first met you. So I didn't remember that you did a Kickstarter for that. I still use those stands. They're excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta do the stands. Hey, remind me, I gotta talk to you, single play. I gotta have a one-on-one. No, I gotta chill. Whoa, tiger bikini. I mean, we can't not buy the tiger bikini and the tiger suits here as well, just to keep it real. Oh, look at all this stuff. Why did I buy all that other stuff for? Dang, too bad you can't get a tiger bikini for the Sprite. That would be true JRPG fashion. Okay, you know what? You're going to get the tiger cap because you got defense problems right here. I wish I hadn't have bought the ruby vests at all. But at least we got me a tiger suit. And, let's see. Yeah. We'll sell off the rest here. Even Watts the blacksmith. Oh, you know you would watch a version of The Hobbit where all 13 dwarves had tiger bikinis. Be better than Kingdom Hearts 3. I honestly love it. Oh yeah. Stands 40K seems more popular than ever in the past 5 years. Yeah, well, definitely. Warhammer Fantasy doesn't exist anymore anyway. Not in the same way that it did when I played it. But 40K, I think they've been more consistent with 40K. Thorin Torg Shield? Phew. Almost did a spit take. I was about to... You gotta spend money to make money. There it is. Okay. Sell off some of this stuff. So we can afford, like, maybe one more thing. A little bitter about just having bought upgrades. And I don't think there was even a boss in between all that. I mean, at least these sell for a pretty decent amount. I know they were marketing the tiger bikini for the Secret of Mana remake pretty hard. They made sure you knew. They're like, by the way, fellas, and some of you ladies, there's the tiger bikini in this game, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll take 2. Okay. Now we're going to purchase... I might skip the frosty rings. Let's get a couple more of these. Oh, we actually might have enough to get the frosty rings. Yeah. We got 3 of these. Give me the frosty rings. Yeah, I wish I'd had them memorized because that would have been really helpful. That was a mean chunk of change to blow through. Previous upgrade spot was not affordable. Okay. Get one of these. I think I have almost none of this game memorized. Like I've not remembered anything. My memory's been getting really bad recently. I mean, it's just awful. Oh, let's say that's why I became a writer. You write stuff down because otherwise you're just gonna forget it. Let's see, there's that. This thing. With his double prices. It's cool that you can get like a fairy walnut early. But yeah, those double prices, not fun. Okay, we still got plenty of money though, so that's not too shabby. Earlier game parts, yeah, this is fuzzier for me. I think I've only been this far in this game once. I've only beaten this game once. So, oh, girl, come on. I think we gotta go up the stairs here. Okay, there's an inn. How are we looking? Maybe we could use the inn. Sure. Yeah. Was it you, RoboNam, that was saying you were also stuck at that part like I was when I was a kid? I definitely got stuck at the Four Seasons puzzle. How it coincides with rental time. That would be really cool. I would love to look at that data, actually. No joke. I really would. That's kind of the cool thing about trophies, even though I don't really do trophy hunting, that they kind of tell you, you know, how far certain players made it into the game. It's always funny to me when it's like a ton of people got the title screen trophy and that's it. But in something like this, it would be really cool to know. And I know there's retro achievements. This town smells like war. Found any new weapon orbs? Sure did. Not. Forgot that I didn't. Make yourself at home. Like he did. He just waltzed in and was like, dude. Girl getting stuck on chairs and stuff like that. That's the real enemy. That's this game's version of messing with or trying to fight the camera. Is characters getting stuck. This is Northtown, capital of the Empire. Something's hidden under the coral to the south. Yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. Speaking of memory, help me to remember that, would you? Do not lose hope. We'll find the Resistance's base soon. Fana gave me some candy. I can get more if I go see her at the ruins. This is an NPC with nothing to say. Yeah, this totally reminds me of the Empire sequence. Oh, these are the ruins, so we're not going to come here just yet. Had to... Oh, create. Okay, had to create analysis systems that watch those funnels to see where people drop off to maximize the chance that they'll make it to the purchase point on a freemium game. Soul crushing. Sounds soul crushing. Any big takeaways as far as what are things that turn players off and get them to turn the game off? Is dinner ready yet, Mom? We have a big family here. Why is the Empire taking on the world? I fear for my family. There aren't any parties. My sister's going nuts. Oh dear, I must dress for the castle party. She can just stay stuck behind that counter. Alright. Let's see. Pass if you have business at the castle. I sure do. Over half of mobile gamers never make it past a 45-second tutorial on many games. Dang. So is there a... I guess is there a deciding factor on what makes a more appealing tutorial to get past? Or what? There we go. I like how the previous guard is like, pass if you have business at the castle, and these guys are like, nobody passes. Are you kidding me? Hey. The bridge, y'all. See, this is why I like having them ranged weapons. There we go. I don't think we're getting past this. Okay. Makes me wonder why they downloaded it in the first place. Makes sense. Longer entries like DQ7 have the smallest number of players you tried but never beat. A long game is a steep hurdle. I love the architecture here. Oh, there's Fana. Yeah, this is great. Oh, I'm sure too. Yeah, that's why I asked for some takeaways. If there are any sorts of things that they've discovered turn players off. I'm really interested in stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sure there's no one answer. It's really not a magic bullet. Instead, the mobile gaming industry just tries to get it installed on as many phones as possible so they can maximize the number that stick around. Yeah, and then that marketing. My kids will use our old phones and they're still like, oh, look at this thing. And I'm like, no, I don't want it. Fana, wake up. Are you okay, Fana? Hush. Dialect and I are happy here. We just love being together. Liar. Dialect's mine. Don't you wish? Oh, just took an axe to the face. Oh, Fana. Fana. Let's get her to Chrissy's. Come on, Blue. Dang, how hard do you hit her? Red, what's up? Oh, perfect timing. I was just passing through the spooky area. Chrissy, can you help her? No sweat. I'll take her to our doctor. Please, don't worry. Go help Dialect. All it took was a good slap in the cheek. That's it. Let's see. For me, that's not so much ADD as it is just another annoying tutorial if I get locked out of clicking what I want, then I lose interest. Yeah, putting too many, like, hurdles, right? Let me get to the meat. I remember Xbox 360 Live, they found lots of games with tons of people downloaded free demo, but a lot less bought it than expected. Letting a player feel like they had early success helps, so that's why many mobile games start with an action. A single click showers you with rewards. Yeah, congratulations, you started the game is always kind of funny to me. Like, even going back to talking about trophies. And when they give you a trophy for the title screen, it's like, come on, be serious. This is the kind of thing that gets me to uninstall right away. But isn't it just that you need to mention the tiger bikini sooner? Well, he ain't lying. Yeah, I tried, what is it? Fire Emblem Heroes? And that they took that kind of, that was kind of the point of that game. And after I realized that, I was like, all right, I think I've had enough. I get where they're going with this. I need to play more Fire Emblem. It's too bad there wasn't a Fire Emblem on the Western Super Nintendo to enjoy. That's a satisfying explosion sound. Oh man, flying enemies, Square. Flying enemies. There was a part I almost rage quit on FF7 Remake when you're climbing the tower and they have got flying enemies. Flying friggin' enemies. I kid you not. Let's go through this door first. See what they got in here. Almost nothing. Okay. Don't like that. Mobile is a cesspool. I hope you never have to work there again either. I was just listening to Laura G and her husband talk about the retro CRPG that they're making at they gave a talk at the Portland Retro Expo, and great talk too. A little bit on the history of RPGs. Looks like a really cool game. Come on now. But they said, you know, they're developing this old style game, and they said they would often get questions of like, why aren't you just making a mobile game? You know, it seems like the obvious thing. And I like that they kind of pointed out that, you know, this industry really kind of chases trends, chases technological advancements and stuff like that, sometimes to its detriment. It's like you could do other stuff than just worry about mobile games. Oh, yo. Come on. Let's see what they got on this side. Flying anemones. The enemies designs are so cool on this. They're so adorable. Oh, mimics. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Okay, so mimics on this game are absolutely vicious. Wow. That is not a small amount of damage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. All right. Huh. Is there a trick to beating these? Let's take a friggin' mimics. What's a good example, RoboNyan, of a mid-2000s flip phone mobile game? Do I want to run? I don't know. This one's pretty hard. I mean, he's hitting like, what, 3 or 4 times harder than a normal enemy in here. Even on the hero, he just destroyed him. Brick Blaster. How's it going, Slasher? Brick Breaker? I don't know if I have. Do I have that? Is that a real thing? Or are you yanking my chain here? It's had many names. Oh, it's a real thing? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the game that we're playing here. I really don't want to not beat this. I really want to fight this guy. Let's see. Mimic box. It's got 290 HP. Has 0 weaknesses. It's a plant type. Okay. Drops Royal Jam or Fairy Walnut and 740 experience. This might just be running material. I don't know. Puzzle Quest. I don't think I've played that one. I like playing Pokemon Go now and then. I don't play too much on phone. You're going to die if you don't run. Okay, all right, all right. We'll go ahead and run. And then let's get some of these used. I am going to put a ranged thing back on the sprite. Let's see. Yeah, bow. I like using the bow. Let's get that bow charged up. Oh, big damage. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of mimics in general. This is one of the harder hitting mimics that I've seen, certainly on this system. This was not a kind mimic. You know what? Let's hit it. Hit it hard. Give him one of these. There we go. I think I was just pointing out that I think mimics are the worst enemies in RPGs. A couple people had pointed out, cactuars and stuff like that. There's good answers, like enemies with really high evasion that do high damage, or enemies that'll run, in the first bit of combat, that have decent drops, stuff like that. But mimics, I really don't like when mimics don't have any treasure in them, and you're kind of just like, surprise, it's a fight and you don't get anything. That's mean. Cactuars look awesome. I don't always enjoy fighting cactuars, but they look cool. They're not too bad though. I mean, you guys got to go with like high accuracy stuff. It's mimics that I always feel kind of cheated by, Okay, you know what? I'm going to run out because we cleared the top and around. So I'm going to go out and get some more cup noodles, and we'll go ahead and heal up. Better D&D monsters than video game monsters. That's interesting. Dark Souls mimics are easy if you don't let them catch you by surprise. Otherwise, good luck. Yeah. Let's see. Were there any in Demon Souls? That's what I played recently. I don't recall that there were, actually. So I've never played a Dark Souls game. I've played Demon Souls and Elden Ring and Bloodborne. There we go. More of those. And we'll run upstairs. Oh, upstairs. This is not the same place. Where's the inn? Need to find the inn. An inn? Maybe here? Coffee shop? No. Oh, there it is. Oh, mimics that aren't boxes. Mimics that are like doors and rugs and stuff like that. Favorite FF creature. Do I have a favorite FF creature? Probably the humble chocobo. I don't know. That seems like a basic answer, but I don't care. Sometimes people will be like, that's a basic answer. Be like, I don't care. It's an honest one. That's what matters. I'm not going to lie because you think my answer is basic. The thing that I like about those FF mascots, like the Cactuar, the Tonberry, Chocobo, stuff like that, is sometimes they'll try and make them a little more realistic. But I like that they're kind of vestigial relics of a time when Final Fantasy wasn't afraid to be a little more on the cartoony side. Like a Tonberry, like you're not gonna make that thing look realistic. It's supposed to look cartoony. Same thing with Moogles. You ever see a real life Moogle? Woof. The ones in Rebirth I've had nightmares about. Or Carbuncle from FF15. With the 5 head. That is, yeah. You realize, I don't think this was ever meant to look realistic. It was meant to look cartoony. Curls. Corals? I don't know how to pronounce it. Somebody explained it to me once. Oh, I'm not liking what I'm doing. I'm reading chat. That was my mistake. Yeah. I'm good with that arrow. I could hit a bat. Well, all kinds of sweet level ups in here. See, and I even liked... Okay, I would say that FF12's Moogles are like borderline too realistic, but still acceptable for me personally. I don't think they're that bad. But then, yeah, once you start getting into like that looks like a guy in a suit, then that's weird. It's strange. Like Chocobos, I think they do pretty good looking realistic. I appreciate that they still make them look cute and not like giant friggin' like like the ostrich mounts from Wizard. Oh, sorry, Wizards. But yeah, a little levity, a little cartoonishness. Not everything needs to be realistic. Nice big takeaway from that talk I told you about earlier from Portland Retro Gaming Expo was they were suggesting games should abstract reality, not directly try to simulate it, unless you're, you know, obviously a simulation game. But I like that idea of abstracting reality rather than just trying to make it as like reality as possible, because reality can be not fun. It's not convenient. Very much the opposite of a game. And at some point, games got obsessed with trying to be realistic. Every time there's one last of these, I'm like, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get you. And then he does his thing. Does his little multiplication trick. There we go. Choco Centaur. Bird body, human head. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet, considering they've got like the Ultima Centaur form. But yeah, thanks for putting that into my brain. I'll be sure to lose sleep over that tonight. Okay, couple doors here. This is a decent dungeon. I like when dungeons are a little less linear. I like when dungeons kind of give you places to go. That was actually a bigger complaint that I had with Kingdom Hearts 2. A lot of people prefer Kingdom Hearts 2 to Kingdom Hearts 1. I thought Kingdom Hearts 1 had better dungeon design. Less there's some verticality, there's some branching paths, there's things. Whereas in Kingdom Hearts 2, it seemed very much hallway. So if that was just the hallway era of Square Enix game design, I guess. I think the artists are afraid of what the internet will do to Chocobos if we attach a humanoid to them. Well, that's never stopped them before when it comes to Final Fantasy, right? Final Fantasy, the opposite of a cold shower for JRPGs. But yeah, that, I don't know, if they've got a little bit of that fear, then that's good. That's good. They're being responsible human beings. Oh, treasure chest. Treasure. You ever meet people who say treasure? Treasure and major. Okay, I had one of those already. Little moonwalking zombie here. Zombie, zombie, zombie. That song's okay. It's just okay. Boom. Oh, nice. Getting pretty good with that axe. Not too shabby. Chocobos are still mostly innocent. You should probably to stay in that, as far as I'm aware, territory. Don't go looking for it, because it's out there. What is that, Rule 34? It's out. Not to, you know, drag the PG chat down or anything, but yeah. You and I know the internet is a very wild place. Yeah, it does. It certainly does. Final Fantasy, no stranger to it. Final Fantasy and Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's at its worst, in my opinion. Those two franchises, for some reason, are treated to so much Rule 34dom. I don't know. I don't know why. And we're not shaming anybody here. But you know, if the boot fits, I guess. If the boot fits. Come on, blue drops. They're just barring the door too. I'm surprised that they basically made this indefinite. Like you could do this forever, couldn't you? Like eventually it's got to run out, but they can keep multiplying. There you go. See, look, he's still doing it. At least it's easy experience. Yeah, this spot right here. What's a decent level to be at this point? Pardon the pun? Oh my goodness. Petrification thing, and it turned you in one of those like Renaissance-y cherubs. Yeah, what's a decent level to be at this point in the game? I've got level 30. Almost never see this scene, this screen, beg your pardon. We got strength, agility, constitution, intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence and wisdom. Attack on top of strength. And we got hit percentage, defense and constitution, evade percent, magic defense. There's actually quite a bit of stats in this game. That's pretty surprising. Considering, going back to what I think it was Third Strongest Mole was saying, you've got a lot under the hood in this game in terms of the number crunching and stuff like that. But this has surprisingly a big number of stats. And I know a couple people who don't consider this game an RPG. Like, what? Why? How? How come? That's getting into it's an RPG if it has a sword territory. And, oh, spikes. Wife and I have a running joke. Not really running joke. Running reference. Was playing through Sonic 1 a while ago, and there's so many. Like, the thing with Sonic 1, I think Sonic 2 is excellent. I think Sonic 1 is a pretty good game too. But the thing with Sonic 1 is, like, they're like, hey, you gotta go as fast as you can, alright? Because it looks awesome. And you're like, sweet, I'm ready for it. And then all the levels, except for, like, the first 3 and the last couple, have, like, precision platforming. And, like, if you mess up, there's just, like, a wall of spikes, like, right there. It's like, what the... This does not go as fast as you can go. This is memorize the stage and then do very specific precision platforming. So that was when we developed the reference to spikes, you're dead. So anytime I see spikes, I think of dear old wifey. And spikes, you're dead. So no answer to that. Does anybody know what's a decent level to be at this stage of the game? Only thing I'm worried about is running into mimics, basically. Other than that, it's not too shabby. It's not too bad. Okay, we got more spikes dropping there. I imagine I'm slightly over leveled. Because we've been doing a lot of running around in circles. Certainly did. Oh, you never played it? Oh, man. Hey, I'd recommend it. I don't know if you like what you're seeing, but it's a fun game to play. Okay, how do we kill the clouds, actually? I don't want to mess with that. Let's just go. Come on, let's go. Oh, we killed the blue drop just before it was time to go anyway. It's cool. And I was talking about this the other day with somebody. It's cool that the ATB system could be used in turn-based or in action RPGs. It has that that level of fluidity to it. Let's see. Let's try Fire Bouquet on LA Funk. Is the the cloud was really called LA Funk. Interesting. If you've never been to LA, there is a funk that looks exactly like a cloud hanging over the whole city. You hear a distant noise. City of Angels, if angels are giant clouds of pollution. Which there just might be, you don't know. Oh, whoops, that meant to be an all attack. Didn't work out that way. Not too worried about her MP since we've got some chocolates on us. Hey! Oh, well. Ugh. When it doesn't hit. Most frustrating. You know, if this game let you customize your character where you got to choose which points to allocate, I would absolutely be pouring all kinds of stat points into accuracy. We'll come up and get you in a second. One over Salt Lake as well. Oh, temporarily? I've seen some over Houston as well. Any big old metropolitan city, you just got a bunch of stinky poo-poo in the air. That's the technical term. Secret of Mana remake was on PS1. I was gonna play it, then it was pulled. Oh, really? I hear mixed takes on the remake. Doesn't mean you won't like it. You might like it. I don't know. I haven't played it yet myself. I like playing the original. It is in the Mana collection, I believe. Oh no, there was another item? Totally just waltzed out on it. Oh, good thing. If you find that you're missing a lot on attacks because you're underleveled. That makes sense, right? 0 HP attacks are common and count as misses. Are you seeing a lot of zeros right now on here? That's disconcerting. I thought that was going to be where I needed to go. So I'm a little lost right now. Unless there was a door in there. Hey, there's level 31. So are they, I didn't quite catch that. Are they casting a heal on themselves and then paying for it? Let's see. Where does one need to go then? What was down here again? Oh, come now. Dead end. Okay. Remaking is almost too accurate to the original. Change the soundtrack to classic mode because the remixes are awful. That's something like I tend to hear. Yeah. It sounds like it's just kind of like middling. It would have been a cool chance for them to fix a few things. Personally, like this is intensely personal. I would rather just look. Oh, we got to go that way, maybe. I would rather just look at the 16-bit art than the I don't know what to call it. The very plasticky kind of look. I'm not a huge fan of that. Looks a little better in Trials of Mana, I think, but just generally, this is easier on the eyes for me. So what was like if you had to describe like what was bad about the remixes? I haven't heard them. Are they like I don't even know how to begin asking about it. Is instrumentation bad or like the melody? Did they mess the melodies up? Or are they just kind of meandering or what? It's fun to talk about music from time to time. You know what? Might be under level because I've been skipping a couple fights. I admit it. Okay, this is it. This is where we need to be in life. Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, take care of him. Boom. Nice. That was nicely done. Also interesting to think about a remake being too much like the original as well. Again, if you're gonna remake things, remaster things, fix them. Do fix some of the things. I really love it when people say remake bad games. That's a good idea. But I get that there's got to be money involved, return on investment, all that stuff. Oh, electronic, huh? You get a little too much Moby in there. Spikes, you're dead. That totally sounded like it connected, and it just did not. Okay, this looks important here. Really poorly mixed music. I would love to go and check that. I gotta remember to listen to that later today. What? And this is a big size dungeon too. A lot of the dungeons have been very micro in this game. This has got to be the biggest one so far. And I can appreciate that. This is a pretty light game, but I like a good dungeon. There we go. Boss fight. Oh no. No. All right. Gotta make sure we know what we're friggin' doing here. It's bad that doesn't charge while you're getting hit. That'd be cool. Oh my goodness. So doesn't really look like we're doing much damage to those side eyes. Oh, okay. I still got the defense down, but yeah. Narcader, how's it going, Nar? Good to see you today. Doom walls. Yeah, so bad they make you do it twice. It's all right. I don't mind walls too much. They're an enemy that I'm afraid of. I could safely say that. But yeah, not fun. What the? This one in particular, though. With like Revivify, it's already impossible to tell where you're supposed to hit this thing and it's actually going to connect. Do not let me die here, too. This is where Mr. Temper would chime in and say, if you were playing on an emulator, you could cheat. Well, we're not going to cheat. Playing this just like God intended. Man, I hope it's not the right eye that's doing that. I mean, at least they didn't recover too much HP, but still. Are we getting ready here? Might be getting ready. Oh my. Okay. There's no Doom walls in a Nindo. Ravaging Justice, how you doing? A Nindo is a Doom wall. That's the thing. It on a meta scale, a Nindo is a Doom wall. It's just pushing you up against another cart of a Nindo. Just a Nindo sandwich. A Doom sandwich. There were 2 walls in this. Yeah, there's one earlier in the ruins where you go to try and save Dialek. Oh, thanks for sending me the example of the mixed soundtrack. I'll have to peep that after this. Top 5 SNES RPG. Ravaging Justice, were you Yide on YouTube? Because I got that my first thought was it was a bot, honestly. You might be the same person. I have a sneaking suspicion that multiple people are the same person. What did I used to think that Mr. Temper and Cinco Play were alts. Remember that? Good times. Oh boy. He's just gonna get it wrong. Well, I know you're not a bot. Was that you were the same person that left me that comment last night? Inindudu. Hey now. Oh, okay. See, I would have been a little nicer if it was you. If I knew it was you, I mean. Like at first glance, I was like, who is this? Who do they think they are? Telling me is a top 5 SNES RPG. You're 100% a bot? Dang. Beep boop. See, that's it right there. You can't access some websites because you can't verify you're not human. I can't imagine what the boss fight music sounds like on the remake. Which track did you send me? Out of curiosity. Oh, we got bad guy stuff in here. You can tell. Dialog. Oh. Out of the way. Trained on ravaging Justice's post and comments. Nice. Dialect. Oh, maybe he sounds like Donald Duck. Dialect, I'm so glad you're safe. Say something so I could do the voice again. Oh, it's so bright. Don't look at it. What are you doing? I don't know if I can say pesky. Bring her back now.
Sorry, but that needs her help.
You can't be serious. She loves you. I can't handle this.
Ouch! Blur! Blur! Yes, I need that. I know the brains of blue. I'm going to right now.
Blue sees the Reaper. Go through the door back there. I need to work on that. It's getting hard to do the enunciations. Dillick? Oh, I don't know why I think Dialect. He looks like a duck. That's why he's yellow. Oh, Thanatos. Blue.
Stick around. Her life force is strong. She'll... Hey, what the... Idiot, stop it.
Where am I? You can move?
We can too. Oh, yes. Ah, Dialect. He sent her some power. Who does he think he's toying with?
I grow tired of you, vampire. Take him. Oh, I don't know who was saying that. Somebody said vampire, take him. Kind of odd that they don't switch the boss theme here, but you know what? These are two bosses back to back. I just realized. You know what it said? Dialect. Beep boop beep is a character in Thumb Wars. Okay, let's see here. Ravaging Justice, Ogre Battle, Uncharted Waters, New Horizons, Earthbound, Final Fantasy VI, and Anindo. There's no way. There's no way Anindo is a top 5. Like, this is it's either a meme or a joke or bot behavior. There's just no way. OG music. All the way. Diluc. Oh, yeah. 5 greatest knights of all time. Dialect, and Anindo Way of the Ninja. Liduc, I believe it's pronounced. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're gonna have to like specify that it, like, intensely personal top 10 or something like that. Not just a regular top 10. I'm 5, not 10. 5. I can count, y'all. Okay, do that. Kind of a little vexing that he could just float up here. Yeah, you're just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to carry this. Now she's got a few things she could do here too. Ba, 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 ba. This is not a boss. You're not gonna hit this guy with stuff. Okay, let's chew through our MP here. Oh yeah, just isolating that base layer. Hey, use the thing. Oh yeah, you know what you never hear? You never hear somebody say my favorite thing about Secret of Mana is the boss fights. Top 5 boss fights on the entire system. Secret of Mana, Inindo Way of the Ninja, Out of This World, and Tetris plus Dr. Mario. Oh, bro can soak up the damage. I was like, that had better have hit. Let's see. We'll use a chocolate. Thanks to the decisions to work on the remake soundtrack of DMCA takedowns on their songs because the complete soundtrack is not on YouTube. Worst examples aren't on there. Oh, really? There's got to be a site that's got the soundtrack up somewhere. This is on SNES Skyblazer. I haven't played Skyblazer for a long time. I really like the boss fights on Yoshi's Island. Not an RPG, but oh my goodness. That final boss fight against Baby Bowsy. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. That's some fun stuff. Let me tell you. We got something. I didn't catch it. Where's Diluc? Diluc! Oh, he's over there dying. Luckily. See, maybe it is pronounced Diluc. Blue, let's go. I'm okay. I'll find him. I'm sure. Yep. Oh, man. You know what? Just remember we have a rope. I was like, games that make you walk all the way out. And not this one. You can just do that. Totally forgot about that item. Wah, wah, wah. Probably a good place to tie it up for the day. I think we're making good progress. What are we? I don't fully remember. We got to be over past halfway through this game. Something like that. I don't exactly remember though. I was like asking if chat can guess, like how far do you think I am into this game? Put a percentage on it. 50%, 60%. I'd say comfortably 60%. Oh, you found the worst one is on Spotify? Really? Well, make sure you send me that garbage and I'll be sure to check it out. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let me see if I can figure this out. Burr, burr. 62. Well, that's pretty good. So, hey, folks, we're going to go say hi to Major Rage TV. Give them a follow. They were very supportive. They're always very supportive and hanging out in here. And I will see you all tomorrow. We'll be on at 1 p.m. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.